Hey everyone, welcome back to our 12 Days of Mods Tacoma build. Today is day 5.
Yep.
And if you haven't seen already, we've already installed the grill, the ditch lights, these form headlights and taillights.
Shift knob. Tinker shift knob.
And the Tinker Design shift knob, that's right.
Yep.
I knew I was forgetting one. Today, Corey's gonna be picking another random gift from under the tree. Let's see what he's feeling today.
I want to do something big.
Something big.
Yeah.
All right, well, you got that stuff there is all pretty big. This one's hiding, but that's probably the biggest one laying down there.
Well,
what are you thinking?
let's go with this one over here.
He's going for the biggest one we got.
I don't even know if I can move this thing. Jeez.
Knocks the tree over.
Oh, careful.
That's fine. All right.
All right.
Professional rapper. Oh, sure, just throw it around.
How does that happen? Well, I can see who it's from. CaliRaised LED. 10 minutes later, it's unwrapped. I'm just gonna take this outside and throw it away. All right, let's get this thing open. More tape.
Aha, that's what it is.
I still don't know.
It's like a clown box. Surely you know what it is by now.
Well, we got it all out of the box. The box was bigger than it needed to be, but it looks like we have, I saw it was from CaliRaised LED, it looks like a bed rack. So, if that's the case, let's get the Tacoma spun around and we'll get this thing installed.
You haven't even opened anything.
No.
Okay guys, so I got pretty much all this unwrapped. Corey's just doing that last part. Looks like everything's there.
All right, so what we have here is a CaliRaised LED bed rack for the 3rd gen Tacoma. They have 3 different heights. This is the highest one that you can get.
Yep.
So we're gonna go ahead and get this installed. Maybe we have some accessories in here that we're gonna be mounting to this. This is a pretty easy install, so we're gonna go ahead and get right into it.
Yeah, I think unwrapping everything was probably harder.
Honestly, it took 15 minutes to unwrap that stuff.
You do have a big bag of intimidating hardware, but shouldn't be too bad. Nice.
Just gonna go ahead and separate everything. So we got everything organized here. The tailgate actually comes in handy. So this will make things a little bit easier. First things we're gonna do is we're gonna start with these, and we're gonna start with these T-nuts. So we need to pop the end off of the side rails here on your bed. We're gonna slide these T-nuts into place, and then that's what these are going to mount to, like so. One here, one down here, same thing on that side. So we'll go ahead, slide this T-nut in. We'll slide one down farther, somewhere like that. Put that one down here. Do this side. Something like that. Now we're gonna grab the large bolts and a large washer, and then we can go ahead and we can take these brackets, get these bolts started here. You don't want to tighten anything down, just leave everything loose. Go ahead and do that to all 4. Now, we're going to take these parts. You got 4 of these also. These are going to be mounting to your side brackets that you just had installed. So that's going to go like that. We're going to put 4 bolts through here and locking washers as well, or locking nuts. Now, what we mentioned earlier was there's 3 different heights. This is what's going to change that. So this is going to be your tallest option. And then they have a medium one that's probably around here, and then your low one, which is about here. So this is going to give you as much room on the side for mounting things, and it's also going to give you a lot of room in your bed to utilize if you have to put something in here that's a little bit taller. If you had the low one, you might not be able to fit some certain things into your bed. So for mounting these, we're going to take a big bolt, big washer, and then we're going to slip that through, and then another big washer and a locking nut. So we got the 4 bolts in there holding this up. Everything's loose, obviously. So we're going to go ahead and get the same thing done on all 3, and then we'll move on to the next step.
All right, at this point, it should look something like this. Everything is put in place, but fit very loosely. Haven't tightened anything down yet.
Next up, we're going to need one of these crossbars, and then we're going to take some of these other T-nuts. We're going to get those inserted on the sides, and then we're going to get that bolted up. There's going to be 2, well, there's going to be 4 on this side, 4 on that side, and then again for the front set, we'll get both of those in. That's going to bring everything out to the right width, and then we could kind of slide it back and forth and then position it where we want to. All right, so we got 2 in the sides, on both sides, on this end and on this end. And then we also have 2 in the top here and here. Those we're gonna use later on. That's gonna be for these. So once these are in place in there, this is gonna go like so, and then you're gonna be screwing into the top. So when you put the ones in here for the top, you're gonna do it so that it's gonna be pointing towards the center. So for this one, it's gonna be facing in this way, and for this one, it's gonna be facing in this way. So now we're gonna take the smaller bolts, we're gonna take the smaller washers, and we're going to get this in position and get all of those started. Might be a little bit tricky.
Old man noise.
If you got a second person, it wouldn't hurt.
It probably would be really hard to balance this with one person.
Yeah, so we're gonna...
So you don't want to scratch any of this either.
All right, so I have like a long Allen wrench here. I'm gonna use that to move those T-nuts in that slot and get them lined up with the holes. So that one's lined up. Let's get this started so it stays where it needs to.
I don't have any. Thank you, kind sir. That's not too bad. If you have one person, this would be really difficult because you'd be tipping it and the T-nuts would be sliding all over the place. So that was actually not bad with 2 people. Important at this point that you don't push it past the hole, because you really don't have a way to get it back to the center. You'd have to take it out of this.
Yeah, probably get it pushed in as far as you can.
All right, let's do the back one.
All right, those are started. All right, so we got these mounted in. So we have the width correct. So we went ahead and moved this one almost all the way to the front of that track in the bed that comes from factory. Now we need to open it up far enough so that this fits in. So I need to slide the back one back, like so. I'll go ahead and get the other one done. Now those T-nuts that you put in the top, go ahead and slide those so those are in position. And then get these bolts started as well. So there's no really set width of this. It's kind of determined on what you're planning on putting up here. So we're just gonna get these snug down, and we're gonna position everything where we want, tighten everything down, and then when we go to put a tent on here or whatever it may be, we can loosen these up, slide it back and forth until it fits perfectly, and then tighten them back down. So all we have left to do, is these side rails. And these are pretty easy. So this will help square everything up too. So we'll get these installed. Bolt and nut, 4 of them, hold this in place, and then pretty much just tighten everything down and we're pretty much good to go. So all you have left is the longer, small bolts, smaller diameter bolts, and so we're gonna be matching those up with a washer on both sides, and then the remaining locking nuts that we have there. So you have an extra 3 washers, an extra bigger bolt, an extra T-nut, and an extra 2 small bolts. So if you have extra stuff, don't worry. Last bolt's going in. Then we can just go and get it moved in the position where we want on the bed and get everything tightened up so it's nice and square. That's it. So we're just gonna pull the whole thing back a bit to center it up on the bed. So I should be able to move the whole thing by myself. Something like that.
All right, that install was a lot easier than we thought it was gonna be, honestly. Not bad at all. Definitely wanna have 2 people, I'd say. So what is this, day 5? Sure. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Day 1 shut off. Day 2, grill. Day 3, headlight tail light. Day 4, digital light. Day 5. Okay, so that wraps up days 5 install on the 12 Days of Mods Tacoma build. Corey went with the biggest box today. Hopefully he'll pick something out next time that we'll be able to go up on here, maybe get some use out of it.
So you're implying that there's something?
I said maybe.
Oh, okay.
I mean, there might be. I don't know. What would you want to put up here?
I don't know. With this, you could put Rotopax cans, you could put traction boards, you can put an awning, tent.
Yeah, there's a lot of options.
I mean, obviously there's no tent over there, but it's something that you can put on this, and this thing went together pretty easy. It's pretty sturdy, and yeah.
All right, guys, that wraps up day 5's install for the 12 Days of Mods Tacoma build. Thanks for watching. If you guys didn't see the first 4 days, go back and watch those now. And if you want to see the rest of the gifts that Corey unwraps, then you should subscribe to the channel, and we'll be posting those soon. Thanks for watching.